Welcome to Thoroughbred Action at Gulfstream Park. Brian Nato with you on what is a huge Saturday here at Gulfstream. 11 race card, the Mucho Macho Man race number 10, the Path to the Curlin Florida Derby, officially starts today on January 4th with a really, really strong field of newly turned 3-year-olds assembled. They're going to go a flat one-turn mile. We've also got the Ginger Brew to wrap up the card with a couple of fillies coming out of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Filly Turf. It's a phenomenal day of racing. The Rainbow Six, 450 in the estimated jackpot, of course, a mandatory on Sunday, and we've got Pete Aiello upstairs with your course and your weather conditions.
It's a beautiful day for racing in Hallandale. Sunny skies, temperatures in the low 70s. The main track fast, the Tapeta track fast, the turf course firm. In race 1, there are no changes with a field of 10. Racing at Gulfstream. Breaking out at the break was Global Prosperity, but he was quick into stride. In the middle, Classy War moving up, and first-timer Candy Town away in the top flight. These three almost in line. From behind the speed, Human Desire comes away in fourth and angles to the outside. Farther out goes Super Times, and saving ground is Aussie Bound. In between horses, Oasis Prince in front of Gates Pond, who's a bit green, while third last. Second last, 13 Colonies, and Buzz Rocket is last of all. The opening quarter in 22 and 3. To the backstretch they go, the leader Global Prosperity by a length and a half. Jose Ortiz has Classy War stalking the leader in second. Candy Town after a good break is third at the inside with Human Desire on the outside. Mid-flight is Super Times, he's in the red cap. Moving out the rail, that's Aussie Bound. Out in the center is Gates Pond. Asked to quicken at the rail is 13 Colonies racing together with a back marking of Buzz Rocket as they make their way through a half mile in 47 and 2. They get ready to swing now to the far turn with Global Prosperity still the one to beat. He leads by a length and a half. Classy War is second. To the outside, Human Desire is third. Toward the rail, Candy Town fourth. Trying to work into the clear for a run is Super Times. Oasis Prince has the same idea. Buzz Rocket is still last while hunting Racing Room. He'll swing to the center as they straighten for the drive. 3/4, 1:11 and 2. They're on their way home. The leader is Global Prosperity by 2, an eighth of a mile out. Racetrack materializes for Candy Town. Down the center, Super Times. They come past the 16th pole. Super Times begins to finish up. Super Times is getting up. Super Times wins under Dylan Davis. Second is Candy Town, closer for third, either Global Prosperity or Oasis Prince, 134 and 4. And they're off. Slow to break, Miami Award. Quick to break are the other three favorites, Insta Grand Girl, Grand Golden Road, and Miss Mitole. They're almost in line. From the outside, Nvidia is now into fourth from Miami Award, and the early trailer is Gwenny the Butcher. In the run to the half-mile point, Instagram Girl under a hold with a neck advantage. Miss Mitoli's going to keep the heat on, and these two continue to put on the speed. They've opened 4 now on Grand Golden Road, who's now asked to quicken third. Miami Award is at the inside in fourth, 3 better than Nvidia, and Gwenny the Butcher is last. Around the far turn they race. They have less than 5/16 to run. It's Miss Mitole in front. Ruiz holds together Instagram Girl for a rebid. Speaking of rebids, here's one from Grand Golden Road. Miami Award hunts Racing Room toward the inside, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's Instagram Girl who fights back inside. She'll have to deal with Grand Golden Road on the outside, who's starting to move up. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Instagram Girl fights to hold it. Outside, Grand Golden Road. Farther out, Nvidia. 16th to go. Nvidia surging at Instagram Girl, who's almost home. Here's Nvidia at Instagram Girl. Instagram Girl! Instagram Girl held on from Nvidia's second. Third was Grand Golden Road in 107 and 2.
Jackie's Warrior quickly in front here by 2 lengths. Here comes Jackie's Warrior up the inside to take over the lead from Life is Good. And Jackie's Warrior remains undefeated here at Saratoga, and he wins an unprecedented Grade 1 stakes at the Spa for the 3rd straight season.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. Good start at the inside for Cajun's Choice, who's ridden for the early lead. Moving to him is Wine Empire up on the outside. Better Luck into the top flight. From between horses, that's Little Steven. Back from behind the speed, Orb Alpha, who floats out Blaze of Color. That in turn floats out Iron Man Jimmy. Dropping over is Rapture Bay. He's well situated early, about 8 lengths off the lead in front of Summerstorm Strick, and Tio Tony is at the back. They run around the first turn. They complete the opening quarter. They went that opening quarter in 23-2, so it's a lively early tempo. Better Luck has the lead. From the outside, Wine Empire is now second. 3 wide, Little Steven is third. Castellano runs into a pocket on Blaze of Color in fourth. A length better than the other 2 favorites. Rapture Bay between horses. Iron Man Jimmy on the outside. The winner of the start, Cajun's Choice, has been shuffled back toward the back of the field in front of Orb Alpha and Summerstorm Strick, and Tio Tony is at the back. They went the half in a slowed down 49-2, and they have less than half a mile to negotiate. With the advantage, it's still Better Luck on top by a length and a half, almost 2 now. Wine Empire is together with Little Steven second and third. Iron Man Jimmy gets started 4 wide. Pumped on toward the rail is Blaze of Color in the blue colors. Right on his outside, Rapture Bay. Covered up and still on hold here is Rapture Bay. He looks like he's got some run. Back to the outside in Tio Tony as they race for home. 3/4 and 14 flat, and they're less than a quarter of a mile out. On the far outside, Iron Man Jimmy trying to go get Better Luck toward the inside. Blaze of Color angling for a run is Rapture Bay. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Rapture Bay powers forward under confident Irad Ortiz Jr. handling, and he takes the lead. Cajun's Choice runs at him for an upset threat. It's Cajun's Choice surging at Rapture Bay. Here comes Cajun's Choice on the outside. Photo finish. It's very close. Rapture Bay wanted the wire. Cajun's Choice needed one more jump. 143-4 for a win picture in the third. And they're off. Gryphon off poorly and Love Hate off a step slow. Good start from between for Deputy Tremont, who's ridden for the early advantage. In between horses, that's Isaac Leo, and up on the outside, El Goody. Sent through at the inside, back in business in front of an angled out Love Hate. And after a slow break, no speed at all from Gryphon. He's last of all with the long shot in front. Deputy Tremont past the half-mile mark, on top for Renzo Rojas by 2. Back in business is second. Here's El Goody. He starts to figure it out. He's moving closer now. He's up a 3 wide second now. Running home a bit is Love Hate. Panici has him with him 4 lengths of the lead, and trying to get motivated at the back is Gryphon as they pass the 5/16. It's Deputy Tremont who still has the lead. El Goody is second, toward the rail, back in business. From the outside, Love Hate. Davis, he swings Gryphon into action on the far outside. They move past the quarter-mile mark in 46-4. This leader's a bomb. Here's Gryphon down the center. Off the turn in the stretch drive, Gryphon starts to finish up, and he's not had much to run at, and now he's in front. It's Gryphon at 5-1. He has the lead. Deputy Tremont throws up the anchor. Here's into second as El Goody. Love Hate tries to get into third. Gryphon, a debut winner, 2 for Cassie and Davis. Second is El Goody. It's closer third, either Deputy Tremont or Love Hate in 112-2. And they're off. Garuda's off a step slow. In the middle, Blonde Jack is off the best and reaches out to take the lead from Light the Torch, who's away in second. Pop Style settles in a joint third, moving out the rail. That's Xenon. In between horses, Rue de Mazeltov. Trying to move in from the back are the Hill on Woodside and Garuda. They pass the half-mile marker now and swing to the far turn. It's Blonde Jack and Irad Ortiz Jr. on top by a length and a half. Racing into second is Light the Torch from the rail, Xenon. Getting started on the outside, that's Right Angle. That puts Pop Style in a tough spot. Moving in from the back, Garuda. Dropping back to last is Rue de Mazeltov. They run around the far turn at the 5/16 and Blonde Jack nursing the lead. It's Blonde Jack who turns in on top, Right Angle. In between horses, Light the Torch. Xenon toward the rail, far outside Garuda, just inside her, Pop Style. Off the turn on their way home. It's Blonde Jack with a wall of pursuers. Moving to her now, Right Angle on the outside. Trying to run home for third is Garuda together with Pop Style. Right Angle's taking the lead here. It's Right Angle on the board at 11-1. She gets up to win it under Miguel Vasquez as the Fernando Abreu barn continues to go great gun. Second was Blonde Jack. Third was Pop Style. Fourth was Garuda. 103-2. And they're off. Shot in the dark away well in the center, reaching out for the early advantage. Moving to him now after Taxes is on the go. Moving out the rail, Papa Golf won't be far away. Far outside, long shot Bolt to run. In between horses, it's Trip Aces. Headstrong toward the rail, Swirling Eights. In the two-path is Versus. He's in the red colors, about 4 lengths behind as they round the first turn. Then it's a gap of 3 to Bite and Strike. He's racing in front of On the Mount, and Equos is at the back of the field. The opening quarter was 22-4. Around the clubhouse turn to the backstretch they head. After Taxes and John Velasquez now have secured the lead and lead 3/4 of a length. Trip Aces is second. Papa Golf is now third. Outside fourth is Bolt to Run. Racing into fifth is Shot in the Dark. At the rail, Swirling Eights was headstrong early. He's settled down a bit now with Versus on his outside. Then it's On the Mountain, Bite and Strike, and not keeping up is Equos. They went the half in 47-3. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Trip Aces now goes after Taxes on the top end. Papa Golf third at the inside, moving to the inside as well as Swirling Eights. Getting started 3 wide as Versus. That's all for a dropping back Shot in the Dark. Then at the rail, it's Bite and Strike. He finds his best stride and looks for racing room. They reach the top of the stretch with After Taxes held together by Johnny V in front. From the inside, Swirling Eights followed Papa Golf through, but Papa angled and Swirling Eights stayed put. Down the center and Versus closing good ground. Here comes Versus. 1/8 of a mile to go. They converge on After Taxes. Versus tries to get by. Papa Golf in the middle. After Taxes or Versus. Versus is getting up. After Taxes right back at him. Versus. Versus and David Egan wore down After Taxes and beat him ahead at 135-1. In the middle, it's Mobu who gets the first call and goes looking for the early lead. From the outside, it's Mailman Money. Splitting horses, Infamous Covert, and Honesto's in between horses. Honesto is up to challenge for control. They reach the first turn, and Honesto won't challenge for control. He'll take control outright and lead by a length and a half. Infamous Covert is now into second from the far outside, Gentleman Jerry. In the 3-lane is Mailman Money holding down the rail, Mobu. Then back to the fence, it's Unraptured. He's within 7 lengths of the lead. To his outside goes Chico Charlie. Then it's the Doorman in front of McMoney, and Valentine Bug is at the back. They straighten for the run down the backstretch at 5-2. It's Honesto on top now by a length and a half. Gentleman Jerry is second. Infamous Covert moving up toward the outside, and also in the clear, Mailman Money. Moving at the inside is Mobu. He's in the white and black, sandwiched between horses, Unraptured in the pink cap. Then it's the Chico Charlie with the Doorman on his outside. It's a gap of another 2.5 to McMoney, with Valentine Bug lingering toward the back of the field. They went 46-2 for a strong half mile. Honesto is all in at the 3/8. He's trying to run them off their legs. The other favorites are second and third, with Mobu moving up toward the inside. Mailman Money is coming up empty. Winding up from the back is the run here from Valentine Bug as they reach the top of the stretch. They stack, they pack behind Honesto through 3/4 and 11 flat. It's Honesto, he's gone awfully quick. Mobu to the attack down the center. Valentine Bug charging hard for Rajiv Mirage. Up the inside, McMoney looks for a seam. They come past the 8th pole. McMoney is converging with Valentine Bug and Mobu. They try to get Honesto. They've got Honesto. Valentine Bug for a narrow lead. Valentine Bug for the money. He beat Mobu. McMoney next, then Honesto. 139-4. And they're off. Good start toward the inside for Mahavlich, who heads off for the early advantage. Mahavlich to the top. Away second is Flood Zone. Genuine Gomo ridden into third. At the rail, Attention to Detail is now fourth. Racing into fifth, that's He's a Beast. Inside 6 goes Just Relax. The 2 laggards, Caracas and Oleg. And the run to the half-mile point, it's Mahavlich and Jorge Ruiz working well off the inside, in front by a length. On the inside, Attention to Detail. Out in the middle is Flood Zone. Worked on from there is Genuine Gomo. Engaged outside by He's a Beast. These two try to move in. They're a length and a half in front of Caracas, who went by Just Relax. And the trailer a long way is Oleg. Around the far turn up to the opening quarter in 23 seconds. Here's a 3-wide bid from He's a Beast. On the inside, and Mahavlich still right alongside Flood Zone. He's in between horses. Caracas has made good ground. He's into fourth now. Driven in fifth is Genuine Gomo, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's He's a Beast. The money was bet, and he's now on to took a head in front of Flood Zone, who's racing in second. Mahavlich is back to third, but Flood Zone fighting back here. It's Flood Zone inside. He just took a clear lead again. He's a Beast wondered what happened. He's back to second. He might hold second, but he's not catching Flood Zone and Relu Gutierrez, who kicked clear to win it. Flood Zone by 4 in the end. He's a Beast second. Caracas third. Just Relax fourth. Ian 117-4. And they're off. Good start toward the inside for Mahavlich, who heads off for the early advantage. Mahavlich to the top. Away second is Flood Zone. Genuine Gomo ridden into third. At the rail, Attention to Detail is now fourth. Racing into fifth, that's He's a Beast. Inside 6 goes Just Relax. The 2 laggards, Caracas and Oleg. And the run to the half-mile point, it's Mahavlich and Jorge Ruiz working well off the inside, in front by a length. On the inside, Attention to Detail. Out in the middle is Flood Zone. Worked on from there is Genuine Gomo. Engaged outside by He's a Beast. These two try to move in. They're a length and a half in front of Caracas, who went by Just Relax. Relax, and the trailer a long way is Oleg. Around the far turn up to the opening quarter in 23 seconds. Here's a 3-wide bid from He's a Beast. On the inside, and Mahavlich still right alongside Flood Zone. He's in between horses. Caracas has made good ground. He's into fourth now. Driven in fifth is Genuine Gomo, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's He's a Beast. The money was bet, and he's now on to took a head in front of Flood Zone, who's racing in second. Mahavlich is back to third, but Flood Zone fighting back here. It's Flood Zone inside. He just took a clear lead again. He's a Beast wondered what happened. He's back to second. He might hold second, but he's not catching Flood Zone and Relu Gutierrez, who kicked clear to win it. Flood Zone by 4 in the end. He's a Beast second. Caracas third. Just Relax fourth. Ian 117 and 4. They're off. Ready for a start. They're racing in the Mucho Macho Man. Excellent start for the favorite, Guns Loaded. He came out firing and goes looking for the early lead. His stablemate McKellen moves to a flanking position in second. Outside of them, Treaty of Rome is an early third. Tucked in is Macho Music. Then Septarian in front of Cool Intentions. The one at the back is Sonic Skedaddle. Out of the chute, onto the main track, Guns Loaded, there by almost 2 now. In between horses, McKellen is a joint second with Treaty of Rome. At the rail, Macho Music. From behind the speed, Cool Intentions. Out in the center goes Septarian. And 4 to the trailer. He's a detached trailer, Sonic Skedaddle. They go to the half-mile point. Everything going the way of Guns Loaded so far. He's in a nice rhythm on the top end, unopposed and 2.5 in front. McKellen, the nearest pursuer, second. Macho Music at the rail, third. Up to fourth goes Treaty of Rome. Cool Intentions has had to work between horses today. Then Septarian, he starts a run while 3 and 4 deep, and 5 to the trailer, Sonic Skedaddle. They went 47 and 3 for the opening half mile. They have 5/16 to run. Guns Loaded, nursed on the top end by Jockey Luis Saez, on top by a length and a half. Treaty of Rome is now second. Septarian moves to third, but it's a quarter of a mile from home. Guns Loaded the target. It's Guns Loaded through 3 quarters in 1:12 and 3. He's off the turn on top with a 3-length strong lead. Second is Treaty of Rome as the leader cut the corner beautifully. They're 1/8 of a mile from home. Guns Loaded, he's still on the lead, and he leads by 2.5. Second is Treaty of Rome. He's trying to gain late ground. Final 16th of a mile. Here comes Treaty of Rome. Guns Loaded needs the wire. Treaty of Rome lifting. Guns Loaded hung on. Guns Loaded won the Mucho Macho Man by a diminishing neck. Second, Treaty of Rome. Third, Septarian. 138 and 4. And runners away in the Ginger Brew Stakes. In the middle, Savetta gets the first call, taken on for the advantage by Forward Deployed. Up on the outside, Good Long Cry trying to get over. And from between horses in Corretto, Love Serrate is in tight toward the rail. In the run to the first turn, they're stacked almost 5 in line here and very tight in racing room as Love Serrate. She got checked hard and shuffled back 4 plots. With the advantage now, Corretto with inside position and the lead. Alongside her, forward deployed is second. Savetta's got a great spot third behind the battle duo. Outside goes Good Long Cry. Back from there, it's Nitrogen. The race favorite is situated about 3 lengths off the lead with options on where she goes from there. Then it's a trio. Love Cervete after that early trouble is at the rail. In between horses, Special Aviator with Disco Star alongside. Then it's Winning Streep and Fixin' to Be is at the back of the field. The opening quarter was 23 seconds flat. The half mile was 47-2. Less than half a mile to go in the Ginger Brew, and the leader is still Corretto by a head. Up on the outside, forward deployed second, 3 wide. Good Long Cry is now third. Savetta patiently handled fourth at the inside. From fifth, an angled off cover is Nitrogen. Down at the rail, Love Cervete. She tries to right herself after that early trouble. Underway from the back, Winning Streep. She swings widest of all as they straighten for the drive. 3/4, 1:11-3. They're in the lane. The leader is Corretto. Love Cervete dives toward the rail. Savetta's on the outside, farther out in Winning Streep. They come past the 16th pole. Love Cervete at the rail. Savetta's on the outside. Nitrogen between. Here's the wire. Nitrogen! Nitrogen with some nitrous late kicks there. She ran down the embattled horses to win it as the public pick at 134-2.
And that's a wrap on the 11-race Saturday card. And, of course, as I mentioned at the top now, Sunday here at Gulfstream Park is a mandatory Rainbow Six Day. We hope to see you out here, a 12:20 first post on a 10-race card, which means the Rainbow in race number 5. And if it carries on Saturday, we're prognosticating up to $3 million and could be, quite frankly, a lot more than that. It's a strong card, turf racing included, and we hope to see you out here at beautiful Gulfstream Park.